Hi there, it's Lisa here on our Feast of the Dedication of the Lateran Basilica, which is kind of interesting for us here. What is the Lateran Basilica? It's actually in Rome, and it sometimes is called St. John Lateran, but there really wasn't a saint like that. It's named after St. John the Baptist. And the Lateran Basilica was donated, the land for it was donated to Constantine. So it actually is the first oldest church in Western Roman Catholicism, right? And so it has existed in that same place for all these centuries. And it is the seat of the Pope, actually, not St. Peter's Cathedral, not the Vatican, but the Lateran. And so our reading today honors, or our feast today honors our history and our heritage about Christianity and the buildings of Christianity that belong to God. And yet our first reading from Ezekiel is not about a building, it's about water flowing from the temple. And so this water that's flowing from the temple, it talks about the directions in which it flows. It talks about how strong it is. It talks about how life-giving it is. So all of these things about the water is what our first reading is made up of. So think about water in your life, and what is your favorite body of water, life-giving water? What is it that works for you? A pool, a lake, a kayaking river, fishing hole. What is it that works for you? Or maybe it's just like that sandy beach with the sun, right? All those waters can give life to us and refresh and renew us. That's what this reading is about. And so we start off a reading from the book of the prophet Ezekiel, 1, 2, 3, as usual. The angel, so I would emphasize angel so they know we're getting a little bit of a different kind of reading here, right? The angel brought me back to the entrance of the temple. So we're coming in the middle of all of this revelation in Ezekiel. And I saw water flowing out from beneath the threshold of the temple toward the east. For the facade of the temple was toward the east. Water flowed down from the southern side of the temple, south of the altar. So we've got east and south. That's the directions behind me, actually. Okay. He led me out. So this is the angel. He led me outside by the north gate and around to the outer gate facing east, where I saw water trickling from the southern side. He said to me, "This water flows into the eastern district down upon the Arabah and empties into the sea, the salt waters, that would be the Dead Sea, which it makes fresh." So there we go, fresh water that is enlivening the Dead Sea, right? And so this, wherever the river flows, so just imagine that in your mind, right? Wherever the river flows, every sort of living creature that can multiply shall live, and there shall be abundant fish. For wherever this water comes, the sea shall be made fresh. So isn't that just all a wonderful picture and a wonderful image? So our voice is happy, our face is smiling, and we're just like sharing the best kind of living water thing there could be, right? Along both banks of the river, so the emphasis was on my voice, both, okay? Fruit trees of every kind shall grow. Their leaves shall not fade, as we're having autumn outside with leaves falling, nor their fruit fail. Every month they shall bear fresh fruit. Now that's my kind of fruit tree. For they shall be watered by the flow from the sanctuary. Oh, from way up there at the temple. Their fruit shall serve for food, and their leaves for medicine. Makes me think of Hildegard and all of her herbal recipes. All right. And then we wait 1, 2, 3, the word of the Lord. So this is just a wonderful water, river, enriching river kind of reading. And so just enjoy it. Enjoy it as you share your love of water in your voice. Okay. God bless.